it going, everyone? It's Gavin from Balls to You, and guess what time it is? That's right, it's egg collecting time. Cue that intro. How's it going, everyone? It's Gavin from Balls to You, and as you saw in that intro, it is the first clutch of the 2019, so I'm really excited about this. What I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to go through getting the female off the eggs, through all the way the process into actually putting the eggs in the incubator. Now let me just stress a few things, guys. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Before you take that female off them eggs, just make sure you've got all your equipment ready to go. Your hooks, your lights, your torches, whatever you need, your tubs to put the female in after you've got her off the eggs. Make sure that incubator box is ready and up to temperature. My incubator now has been running for around about a month. It's holding temperatures beautiful. I don't put any stats or thermostats actually in the tub. That's a mistake that a lot of people make. You don't need that, guys. As long as your incubator is running at 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and what I tend to do is I tend to have a little stat actually sat in there, so I can just see that the inside temperature of the incubator is running at 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't worry about the temperature in the egg boxes, okay? Because all that'll do is just confuse you guys, and you'll just be constantly checking and messing and lifting the lid up and all that sort of stuff during the incubation period. The idea is to put the eggs in the incubator. 55 to 60 days later, you should obviously have some beautiful babies coming out. So before we take the female off the eggs, I want to go over a few things. First of all, I'm representing the KB Reptiles t-shirt all the way from Canada. Love you guys. And also I would like to make you guys aware of the Scottish Breeders meeting. Unfortunately, I won't be there. However, I will put a link in the description box below for you guys to go over there, speak to Chris at Max Morphs, and he can give you guys the details. Trust me, you want to go, do not miss it. If you can make it, please. There is so much potential for you guys to network and meet other people, like-minded people, and just have an absolutely awesome time. I was really hoping I could get there, but unfortunately I can't. Quite a few people have asked me about doing something in the south. I am in the process. I'm thinking sort of July, August time maybe, but I'm just having issues with the venues. Not so much that no one wants to have us at their venue. It's just finding the right location to meet the requirements of a lot of people down the south. So please, I have not forgot. Anyway, that's enough now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show this female, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do things, how I do it here at the HQ. There is no right or wrong way, if you know what I mean. You've got to find what works for you, but this is what works for me. It's worked years and years, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The other thing I want to do is just tell you what this pairing was. So the male was a leopard clown bred to a female pastel lesser hypo or orange ghost. So yeah, we're going to get combos, and they're all going to be 100% double het. So I'm really excited. This is the first clutch as well, so fingers crossed we've got some good eggs. So let's have a look, and let's go and see, and let's get this female off the eggs, and I'll shut up. So before I go ahead and take her off the eggs, I just want to show you guys what's going on here. So 37 days after her pre-lay shed, she's gave us a clutch of eggs. So what I've mentioned before in my previous videos, a female can actually lay anything from 21 days after that pre-lay shed up to 45 days after that pre-lay shed. You do get some which have gone a little bit earlier or a little bit later than those days, but that tends to be the guideline, let's say. Majority of the females lay pretty much 30 days after their pre-lay shed. However, I do get messages all the time saying my female's not laid yet, or my female's laid early, is this right? Like I said, guys, guideline 21 days to 45 days after their pre-lay shed. So let's go ahead and get this female off these eggs. So as you can see, guys, what we're looking at here is obviously the female on her eggs. What I tend to do is look for is that tail, her tail, which you guys can't see, is on the outside, which she is. I know she's finished laying because I've had a quick sneak through and I can see her trying to position the eggs to make herself comfortable. Now, as you can see at the moment, she's not very aggressive. She obviously can smell me, that I'm here, and now she's going to watch me. As you can see, now she'll probably act up a little bit. What we need to do is get her off, and I don't want to stress her. And as you can see, she can see me moving. I don't want to stress her, so I'm going to basically do my best to get her off with as less stress as possible. So there's multiple ways we can do this. We can just go straight in with our hands and just cover her head. We can use a towel, or we can use a hook. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the hook method. It's very simple. So what we're going to do, we're just going to slowly, come on sweetheart. So all we're going to do is locate where the tail is and locate where the spike end is. It's okay, sweetheart. There's a good girl. So all I'm going to do is take her tail. She may give you a little bit of a kick and a push, and that egg's going to roll a little bit. That's fine, and there we go, guys. As simple as that. Okay, I'm just going to put her in a tub. So there we go, guys. Very easy, very simple. Less stress with her, the better. Nice and calm. What I tend to do now, I've got that old saying, how they lay is how they stay. She actually pushed this egg up here, like so. But as you can see, it's pretty loose anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a marker, and all I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to a little mark on top, just in case they roll in the incubation. During the incubation period, I'm going to be able to see where I originally took the eggs from where they were laid. Okay, so it's really simple. I see a lot of people draw lines and faces and all sorts. It's up to you guys at the end of the day. It's your eggs. I just do little simple dots like so, and that for me just works. So I'll get them off the paper and we'll get them in the egg box. Okay, the egg box is done. It's been in the incubator for about a month now. The incubator has been holding its temperature perfect. As again, you guys, if you haven't watched that, the how to set up your egg boxes, please go back. I'll probably put a link on the screen now. Go back and check that out and just see exactly how I do my boxes. Now, we've got the egg crate there. I use vermiculite. You can use perlite if you want. You can use hatch-right, but this is how I do it, idiot proof. It works fine. So all I've done on the front, I've just marked pastel lesser hypo. The sire is obviously a leopard clown, the lay date and the due date. And by the way, that's a rum and coke. Okay guys, the next thing we're going to do now is I candle the eggs. That basically means we're going to use a torch to basically see if there's veins in there, to see if those eggs, obviously we've got 6 beautiful looking eggs. We're going to see if there's any, if those eggs are fertilized or not. Part of me hopes that they're all fertilized. The other part of me hopes that we've got one that isn't fertilized, so I can show you the difference. If there's not one that's fertilized, it doesn't matter, I can explain it to you. But again, I'm just going to show you guys for reference what you should be looking for. So we turn the light off, and what we're going to be looking for is actual veins in the eggs. Okay. So if you can see a nice red color, I can see strong veins. That's good. That's good. It's good. It's good. Good. And good. So that's absolutely awesome. So all 6 of those are perfect eggs regarding, you know, they're fertilized and it's all good. I'm going to try and hold this one a bit closer so you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can make that out. Okay, so you've got some veins in there. You're looking for that reddish colour. If there weren't no veins in there, obviously you wouldn't see the veins if they weren't fertilised, and obviously they would be like a yellow colour. So it's all good, guys. So we've got 6 beautiful eggs there that obviously, fingers crossed, will give us some awesome combos, which will give us double het babies. So that's double het hypo, double het clown. As I said, this was a leopard clown bred to a pastel lesser hypo, so you guys can work it all out what combos we should be having. So for now, these will go in the incubator 55 days later. Tends to be about my average. We should see some little heads sticking out. Okay, so let's go and look at the mom. I'll put these in the incubator now, and we'll look at the mom and get her cleaned up. So the next procedure will be to clean her tub out. Okay, do not skimp on this process. We need that female to go back on food as soon as possible, just to get her back up and healthy and sort of back up to weight. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to clean all this out. We're going to give it a deep clean. We're obviously going to get rid of the water, get a fresh tub of water in there. The other thing I want to do is put on my Reptor scan. I'm going to mark it down how many eggs she's had, when she had them, and that'll obviously go on the record. So yeah, the next stage here is to basically get this nice and clean, ready for her. So after we've cleaned her and bathed her, she's going to go into a nice fresh bed. Okay, next stage. Voila, there we have it, guys. A nice fresh bed for the mom, all deep cleaned, disinfected and good to go. I've also disinfected the underneath of where the tub will go as well, so that's all nice and clean. We've got fresh water. So yeah, let's get the mom cleaned and we'll go from there. Okay, the next process is obviously getting her bathed and sort of making her feel comfortable in a new home, or in a new tub, or in a fresh tub even. So I'm going to get her out, I'm going to put her in, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. First and foremost, you guys need to have some lukewarm water, either in a washing up bowl or in a sink, and I use washing up liquid. Berry washing up liquid is probably the best. But you can use whatever brand you want. I'm going to show you exactly how to apply that, and this really does. This is like a secret of mine. This really does get the smell of the eggs off the female and gets her back onto food. So let's get her out. Come on, sweetheart. As you heard before, she was hissing at me. Now she's just good as gold, as if nothing's happened. So she's an absolute darling, bless her. So the first thing I've done off camera is I've actually checked if she's empty, and she's empty. She's completely empty, but she's got still some good size on her, which I'll show you guys exactly what we do. So we get her in the sink, and then we get ourselves some washing up liquid. And what I don't do, I don't put it over her face, and I just let her just gently sort of try and get out of my hands, if you like. Okay, and I just rub it all down her body like so. Let her go through my hands like so. Okay, like I said, I don't submerge her head in the water, because we've got washing up liquid in there, and obviously she'll swallow that and she'll be bubbling, and people will be stressing and saying, oh, she's got RI and stuff. No, it's just the soap. So just give her a nice little bath down. Oh no, sweetheart, there's a good girl. Oh no. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to basically weigh her and record her weight. For this I use a fishing scale measuring device, pretty cheap, pick them up from fishing tackle shops. But the good thing about these is they do go up to 45 kilos, possibly even higher. There we go. So there we go. So it's a real awesome thing. These really work really well. You've not got to worry about sort of worrying about, you know, is your female going to stop on the scales while you weigh her? No, I don't use the hook and hook it in the mouth, but I'll show you exactly what I do. So what we do, we put her in a pillowcase or a snake bag, okay, and then we turn on our weighing scales, make sure they're zeroed. Now I have pre-weighed this bag, and this is about 70 grams, okay. So whatever the final figure is on here, we take off the 70 grams. So let's give her a weigh. So there we go, we take off 70 grams from there, so she actually comes in at 1250 grams or 1.25 kilos. So now what I'll do, I'll put that into the data that I collect, and we'll see what she was and what she is now. There we go, nice clean bed. So there we have it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. I hope there was a few things that I showed you guys that maybe you didn't think of in preparation for obviously getting those clutch of eggs. Just to recap, her weight was 1250 grams at the end of weighing. When I started to breed her, she was around about 1600 grams. So obviously she put on weight, she gave me 6 eggs and was still healthy, healthy weight to continue. So what I like to do now is I'll jot down that information and then use that data for the next breeding season, just to make sure she's on par and even maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, guys. That's it. I hope you guys have learned something from this video, or at least taken something away, maybe something you guys haven't thought about before, or maybe haven't considered, maybe a few little tricks that may help you in this coming breeding season. Again, guys, this channel is all about helping and educating you, and just saying, you know, this is what I do. Yeah, I'm not saying this is the only way, I'm just saying this is what I do, and it works perfectly fine for me. So again, thanks for all your support. If you love or like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, and if you guys want to see more, please stick around and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell. It will give you guys a notification, what you should do, for when I upload videos. And believe me, guys, we've got some awesome things happening here at the HQ this year. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all your support. Love and respect you all. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.